一只虚假雷兽，也敢在老夫阴虚修为面前造次！
这样闯入雷仙界的，老夫还是头一回见。
这是仙雷，这雷之仙界的接引之法，与我可是天大的机缘。
嘿，说不定是个有缘人呐。
Renegade Immortal, Episode 148. The Thunder Immortal Realm opens. Wang Lin swallows the guiding immortal lightning, an unbelievable act that allowed him to enter the Thunder Immortal Realm ahead of everyone else, leaving countless cultivators in absolute shock. After successfully obtaining the Thunder Cauldron, Wang Lin spent half a month recuperating before the Thunder Immortal Realm finally opened. Holding the palm-sized Thunder Cauldron in his hand, Wang Lin quietly awaited the arrival of the guiding immortal lightning. Without warning, thunderclouds churned across the clear sky. Deafening thunder shook heaven and earth as the lightning within the Thunder Cauldron surged violently. Right on schedule, the guiding immortal lightning descended from the clouds. For countless generations, every cultivator had relied on the Thunder Cauldron to receive the immortal lightning, allowing its guiding force to carry them into the Thunder Immortal Realm. Never once had there been an exception. But Wang Lin conceived an utterly insane idea. Just before the immortal lightning struck the cauldron, he suddenly put the Thunder Cauldron away. He intended to swallow the guiding immortal lightning directly, devouring the immense heaven and earth origin energy contained within it. Such an act had never existed since ancient times. It completely overturned everything cultivators believed. Wrapped in boundless immortal energy, the immortal lightning rushed toward him. Wang Lin pushed his primordial spirit to its limit. Thunder erupted around his body as he leaped forward to meet the heavenly lightning head-on. Opening his mouth wide, he swallowed the entire bolt whole. Instantly, the violent thunder power ravaged his body as though he had been struck by an ancient god. His body lost control and plummeted to the ground, smashing out an enormous crater while a thunderstorm spread across a radius of 10 li. Buried beneath the earth, Wang Lin closed his eyes and activated the Thunder Origin technique, frantically refining the incomparably pure origin energy within the immortal, lightning several times richer than that found in an ordinary thunder pool. His already saturated primordial spirit was strengthened even further. After completely refining the first bolt, Wang Lin immediately summoned the Thunder Cauldron once more. The thunderclouds which had been about to disperse gathered again. The second guiding immortal lightning descended as expected. Although both his body and primordial spirit still throbbed with unbearable pain and numbness, Wang Lin repeated the same reckless feat, swallowing the second bolt as well. He crashed heavily into the ground before sitting down to meditate and recover. The consecutive loss of 2 immortal lightning bolts severely depleted the thundercloud's foundation, causing them to dissipate much faster than before. At that moment, Wang Lin's primordial spirit left his body, carrying the Thunder Cauldron high into the sky in an attempt to complete the guidance through the magical treasure. However, devouring the immortal lightning twice had enraged the heavenly thunder itself. All the thunderclouds merged into a gigantic vortex before transforming into an unprecedented third immortal lightning, capable of destroying the world. Its terrifying pressure engulfed the entire Qingling planet. Mortals and cultivators alike fell to their knees in terror, praying desperately. Wang Lin's primordial spirit transformed into an ancient thunder dragon. Even then, he only dared swallow half of the lightning before hurriedly returning, his primordial spirit to his body and grasping the Thunder Cauldron. The remaining immortal lightning, together with the entire thundercloud vortex, poured completely into the cauldron. The overwhelming thunder force far exceeded the magical treasure's capacity. Fine cracks rapidly spread across the surface of the Thunder Cauldron. Wang Lin grew anxious. If the cauldron were destroyed, his path to the immortal realm would be severed forever. Before he could think further, the Thunder Cauldron exploded. Its fragments instantly crumbled into ash. Ever since the Thunder Immortal Realm had been created, the Thunder Cauldrons had remained indestructible, their number eternally fixed. Yet today, Wang Lin had personally destroyed one. From this day onward, one opportunity to enter the Thunder Immortal Realm had vanished forever, introducing an unknown variable into the future. The instant the cauldron shattered, all the accumulated thunder erupted at once. The violent thunder force tore through space with Wang Lin in its grasp, moving far faster than any cultivator guided by a thunder cauldron. Ordinary cultivators experienced a gentle journey while being guided by immortal lightning. Wang Lin, however, had absorbed the power of an entire thundercloud. His speed through the void became so terrifying that even his physical body was nearly torn apart by the violent currents. In the blink of an eye, he was hurled into the passage leading toward the Thunder Immortal realm. Within this void passage, countless cultivators from every corner of the Luotian star domain had already gathered. Each advanced steadily under the guidance of their thunder cauldron. Only Wang Lin, wrapped in brilliant lightning, shot across the heavens before disappearing from sight. In an unprecedentedly reckless manner, he entered the peril-filled Thunder Immortal realm. His heaven-defying act of swallowing the immortal lightning and destroying a thunder cauldron was destined to become a legendary tale throughout the cultivation world of the Luotian star domain. The void passage leading to the Thunder Immortal realm was silent, dark, and endless. Each cultivator traveled alone, guided by the lightning surrounding them, separated by enormous distances. Suddenly, a streak of lightning like an aurora tore across the lifeless darkness. Its speed defied all reason. It brushed past several cultivators along the way. The violent airflow nearly shattered the protective lightning surrounding them. They caught only a fleeting glimpse of a brilliant flash before it vanished, leaving nothing behind except confusion and horror. No one could imagine what was hidden within that streak of lightning. Inside it, Wang Lin fared even worse. The unimaginable speed relentlessly tore at his flesh. His muscles twisted and rippled uncontrollably. He dared not even release his divine sense. The slightest mistake would severely injure his primordial spirit. Every cultivator encountered along the journey was stunned by the abnormal phenomenon. Those entering the immortal realm for the first time stood frozen in shock. Even seasoned veterans who had ventured there many times before were filled with uncertainty. Not a single person could lock on to the lightning meteor with divine sense. Its origin became the greatest mystery in everyone's mind. At the end of the passage stood the gateway to the Thunder Immortal realm. The enormous dark red bolt of lightning stretching across the void was said to have been formed from the countless immortal souls that perished when the immortal realm collapsed. Ordinarily, it remained silent and devoid of life. Many second-step cultivators had already arrived and were quietly meditating beneath the Thundergate. Among them were emissaries of the Thunder Immortal Hall, as well as a handful of immensely powerful independent cultivators from the Luotian star domain. Everyone cultivated quietly without disturbing one another. Only Tang Yanfeng, standing beside Shen Gonghu, mocked him openly. He ridiculed Shen Gonghu for pledging himself to Wang Lin, claiming that it had left his Dao soul incomplete and wasted his extraordinary talent. Yet Shen Gonghu possessed unwavering pride. He was completely unmoved by the ridicule. For 20 years, ever since becoming Wang Lin's follower, he had endured criticism from his clan and alienation from the Thunder Immortal Hall. Although he should have entered the immortal realm alongside the core emissaries, he now waited here alone. Even so, he had never regretted his choice. His clan elders had been trapped in pure nirvana for countless years. Unable to advance further, they simply could not understand his determination to pursue a greater Dao. To him, Tang Yanfeng's mockery was nothing more than the short-sightedness of ordinary people. Before their dispute could continue, deafening thunder suddenly echoed from afar. The mysterious lightning meteor that had captivated everyone's attention appeared once again. Every powerful expert present immediately spread out their divine sense. Even then, none could keep up with its speed. Without slowing in the slightest, the lightning shot directly toward the unopened Crimson Thundergate. Before everyone's disbelieving eyes, it crashed straight into the colossal lightning gate and disappeared completely. Every cultivator instantly stood up in shock. Since ancient times, no one had ever entered the Thunder Immortal realm before the gate officially opened. Unable to comprehend what had happened, Tang Yanfeng immediately dispatched an avatar to investigate. The instant it touched the crimson lightning, the avatar exploded into ashes. A single strand of lightning continued chasing the original body. The Yin Void Realm cultivator failed to evade it. His physical body, primordial spirit, and even his storage bag were annihilated into dust. The horrifying outcome plunged the entire gathering into silence. No one dared approach the Thundergate again. Among the crowd, only Shen Gonghu's emotions surged uncontrollably. Through the Dao soul connecting him to Wang Lin, he clearly sensed his master's aura within the lightning. An overwhelming mixture of shock and joy filled his heart. He became more convinced than ever that the decision he had made 20 years ago had been absolutely correct. Meanwhile, Wang Lin had already entered the still-sealed Thunder Immortal realm alone. Upon a range of black mountains covered in endless lightning, a white-haired old man sensed the arrival of an outsider. A look of deep interest appeared in his eyes. His figure dissolved into countless points of crystalline light carried away by the wind. An indescribable aura of origin essence emanated from him, making his identity impossible to discern. Using the violent thunder released by the shattered thunder cauldron, Wang Lin had forcibly broken through the unopened gate of the Thunder Immortal realm. However, the instant he crossed into the gate, true danger erupted. The lightning meteor guiding him into the realm suddenly became vastly more powerful. The violent thunder surged through every part of his body like a maddened dragon. In a single instant, it completely sealed both his primordial spirit and physical body. The overwhelming thunder pressure left Wang Lin utterly numb and unable to move. He did not even have enough time to circulate his cultivation technique before the terrifying lightning completely engulfed him. Like a meteor falling from beyond the heavens, Wang Lin slammed into a shattered continent within the Thunder Immortal realm. The violent impact stirred up endless dust and a raging storm. The earth shook incessantly. When the storm finally subsided, all that remained was a deep charred crater. Lightning flickered across its depths as wisps of smoke drifted upward. Wang Lin's entire body had suffered severe injuries, blood flowing from all 7 orifices. He was in an utterly miserable state. The tremendous impact further destabilized the already crumbling fragment of the Immortal realm. The crater rapidly collapsed, burying Wang Lin beneath the ruins. The Thunder Immortal realm had always been unstable. Compared to the Rain Immortal realm, it was merely less heavily damaged. The price of forcing his way inside had greatly exceeded Wang Lin's expectations. While Wang Lin secluded himself to recover, a mysterious white-haired old man quietly appeared above the ruins. Having lived since ancient times, it was the first time he had ever witnessed someone daring enough to swallow the guiding immortal lightning, shatter the immortal thunder cauldron, and forcefully enter the Thunder Immortal realm ahead of schedule through such a heaven-defying act of greed. After examining Wang Lin, the old man was greatly surprised. Both Wang Lin's body and primordial spirit were thoroughly infused with overwhelming thunder might, almost transforming him into a thunder spirit and causing him to deviate completely from the orthodox cultivation path. Seeing that Wang Lin had landed in a place blessed with extraordinary fortune, the old man took a liking to his talent. Believing they shared fate, he casually displayed a supreme divine ability to seal the entire underground region before quietly departing. 7 days later, Wang Lin finally recovered from his grievous injuries. He successfully expelled the chaotic foreign thunder energy from his body, allowing his primordial spirit to stabilize completely. Only minor physical injuries remained, none of which affected his cultivation or combat strength. He intended to break through the ground and explore the Thunder Immortal realm. However, he discovered that the earth above him had become as hard as divine iron, filled with extraordinarily pure heaven and earth origin energy. No matter how hard he attacked, every strike was completely repelled. Wang Lin immediately realized something was wrong. This was no natural phenomenon. Someone had deliberately established a restriction. Every direction was completely sealed. Only a single unknown passage remained before him, forcing him to move forward. Carefully analyzing the situation, Wang Lin quickly reached a conclusion. With the cultivation of whoever had created this restriction, killing him would have been effortless if hostile intent truly existed. There would have been no need for such elaborate imprisonment and guidance. Suppressing his impatience, Wang Lin summoned his immortal brush to carve through the earth and entered a vast underground labyrinth. As he advanced, increasingly bizarre events occurred. Several times he detected exits leading to the surface, yet each time he approached them, they vanished into thin air. They could be seen but never reached. Someone was clearly manipulating everything from the shadows, intentionally disturbing his emotions and wearing away his resolve. After repeatedly reaching dead ends, Wang Lin completely understood the hidden intention. He no longer allowed the illusory exits to affect his state of mind. Casting aside impatience, he calmed himself and methodically explored every passage with absolute patience. Meanwhile, the white-haired old man observed everything from the shadows. The maze had been created solely to test Wang Lin's temperament and determination. He had given Wang Lin 7 days. If Wang Lin could solve the maze within that time, it would prove that their destinies were deeply connected. earning him an extraordinary opportunity left behind within the immortal realm. For 3 full days, Wang Lin traversed every interconnected passage beneath the earth. Using his powerful divine sense, he carefully investigated and memorized every route. Eventually, he completely understood the entire structure of the labyrinth. A perfect map gradually formed within his mind. At last, he saw through the mystery of the restriction and discovered the true method of escape. After exploring every tunnel and grasping the maze in its entirety, Wang Lin completely understood the mastermind's trial. Using this unstable fragment of the immortal realm, his unseen opponent continuously created false exits that appeared at fixed intervals, deliberately distracting his mind and exhausting his patience. The goal was to trap him forever within the endless passages. Realizing the entire arrangement was nothing more than a tedious game, Wang Lin's expression turned cold. He refused to remain a passive participant. Instead, he resolved to shatter the prison with his own strength. He accurately identified the central junction connecting every underground passage. This was the weakest point of the entire restriction. Without further hesitation, Wang Lin attacked with everything he had. He first summoned the god-slaying war chariot, which transformed into a thunder beast, roaring with boundless lightning. Its horn condensed thunder power to the extreme before shooting upward like a divine sword toward the earth above. The tremendous collision shook the entire underground region. Yet the thick layer of earth remained completely unmoved. Instead, the thunder beast was sent trembling backward by the overwhelming recoil. Although its fighting spirit remained undiminished, it could attack no longer. Next, Wang Lin sent forth his immortal guard puppet. Wrapped in golden light tinged with orange spiritual radiance, it unleashed one devastating punch after another against the exact same location. Wave after wave of attacks shook the restriction. After several fierce assaults, the puppet's spiritual power became depleted, its golden radiance dimming. Even so, the barrier remained completely intact. Wang Lin's expression never changed. He immediately summoned his immortal sword, within which a sword spirit resided. Combining the thunder might of his primordial spirit with lightning gathered in his palm, he coordinated the thunder beast, the puppet, and the immortal sword into one relentless offensive. The overwhelming force completely destabilized the already fragile foundation of the shattered continent. A chain reaction erupted instantly. Every underground passage collapsed one after another. Massive sections of earth caved in, while space itself fractured continuously. Yet the fine threads of origin energy left behind by the mysterious cultivator remained intact. They did not disappear with the collapsing earth. Although the earthen barrier had completely vanished, the gateway of light, whose location had constantly shifted between reality and illusion, was no longer restricted by the terrain. Seizing the instant it appeared again, Wang Lin charged through with the thunder beast and the puppet at incredible speed. He finally escaped the underground prison. Standing within the skies of the Thunder Immortal realm, Wang Lin was filled with questions. He knew full well that someone with such unfathomable cultivation could have killed or imprisoned him effortlessly. Yet throughout everything, the mysterious expert had only arranged trials without ever revealing any killing intent. The countless schemes remained impossible to comprehend. Looking at the lingering strands of origin energy upon the ground, Wang Lin felt deep caution. Rather than dwelling on their origin, he turned his attention toward uncovering the secrets and opportunities hidden within the Thunder Immortal realm. Only then did he finally understand why countless second-step cultivators competed to enter this place. The Thunder Immortal realm possessed a foundation far beyond that of the Rain Immortal realm. Besides the common immortal jade, immortal pills, and immortal treasures, legends spoke of complete ancient immortal techniques preserved here. There were also 8 perfectly preserved immortal corpses. Handing one over to the Thunder Immortal Hall would earn an unparalleled opportunity, perhaps even personal instruction from one of its elders. Yet what truly drove cultivators into madness were the unique origin energy pits and origin artifacts. Origin energy pits could continuously absorb the purest heaven and earth origin energy, greatly assisting cultivators in breaking through their realms. Origin artifacts could generate both immortal energy and origin energy, making them priceless cultivation treasures. Wang Lin silently sighed at the inadequacy of his current cultivation. Just as he prepared to search for opportunities, every remaining strand of origin energy on the ground suddenly vanished. Deep beneath the collapsed earth, a strand of pure immortal energy slowly seeped outward. Half of a grey-white curved handle emerged into view. It radiated ancient, profound, immortal energy. Clearly, it was an exceptionally rare, ancient, damaged treasure. At the same time, the white-haired old man who had orchestrated everything sensed that Wang Lin had cleverly bypassed his trial. Although somewhat surprised, he still acknowledged Wang Lin's destiny. He then turned his attention back to the grand plan he had spent tens of thousands of years preparing. He intended to seize the soul of the immortal mountain, establish the Luotian Grand Formation, sweep across the star domain, and finally settle the grudges of ages past. Just as Wang Lin reached out and picked up the ancient damaged treasure, carefully examining the remaining traces of immortal energy beneath the earth, a streak of black demonic flames suddenly tore across the distant sky. The black rainbow carried overwhelming killing intent and monstrous baleful aura before abruptly changing direction and, rushing straight toward Wang Lin, a cold, domineering voice echoed across heaven and earth. Hand over that treasure immediately and leave at once. Those who refuse will die. Having only just escaped the trial and obtained an ancient treasure, Wang Lin was immediately thrust into yet another life-and-death battle.